Okay, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the E1 Combat channel. Alex here. As you guys can see, I'm riding solo. So yeah, never mind. That's a little bit too much. All right, guys. So today I'm just gonna be hitting an important topic on how to start a boxing program, how to start your own routine, or where the hell do I start with actually getting to train in boxing. So one of the things that I always advise you guys is to go out there and look for a gym, a local gym to be exact, because you don't want to be driving super far to be able to train, right? Especially considering the fact that a training session is somewhere between 1 and 2 hours. If it takes you 7 hours to get to a gym, there's no point to drive that distance for a 1 hour training session. And hopefully there's good coaches around your local neighborhood. Sometimes I know that some of you guys may live in, I guess, secluded areas, or where you guys are a little bit further away from, you know, the gyms like I talked about. One of the best things that you guys could do, besides looking for a gym itself, look for people that have had experience in the sport. I think that that's also a great guideline or a good starting point on which you guys could get your little training going, especially if they're able to give you a helping hand and give you guys some tips, give you guys some drills, give you guys some knowledge that you guys could actually apply to practice. I think that's another great way in which you guys could start a little boxing routine. It doesn't have to be all super specific. It doesn't have to be all crazily detailed. It just has to be like a starting point, something very general, so you guys could actually see if this is the sport that you guys want to continue training, or if it's just something that, you know, you just want to do for fun. Third on my list is look up tutorials, look up people on YouTube. Although sometimes people might be, I guess, kind of skeptical about who's teaching them on screen, I feel like one of the best things that you guys could always do, and I advise this to everybody all the time, and it doesn't only apply to boxing, it applies to information in general, is to double check your facts. Especially with the web being so big nowadays, sometimes you don't know if the information given to you is trustworthy or not. So for example, if you guys are learning something from us and you guys think that we don't know what the hell we're talking about, or that we look kind of, I don't know, like iffy about the subject, go check out other channels, go check out other tutorials, and if what we are saying kind of is practiced or drilled or taught or explained in the same way as another channel, then more than likely what we're saying is probably the truth. So once you guys get your starting point down, kind of figure out where exactly it is that you're trying to go with this. What exactly is your goal? What's your main focus? So for example, are you doing this sport for fun? Are you doing it for fitness? Are you doing it for self-defense? Or are you doing it because you eventually want to compete? So what exactly is your goal? And depending on what your goal is, your training will probably be structured a little bit differently. If your goal is more on the fitness and just having fun with it, then more than likely you're not really going to be focused too much on technique. If anything, you're going to be worried more about getting your cardiovascular endurance up, and well, boxing is a great way to do that because of the fact that it's aerobic and anaerobic activity. So overall you'll get the best of both worlds. You're going to be doing things at a much faster pace, but I want you guys to keep in mind that although it is for fun and fitness, you at least want to keep the technique the same as if you were doing it for competition. And the reason why I say this is because, let's say you throw a punch the wrong way and you hurt your shoulder or you hurt a joint. The last thing you want is to be out for a couple weeks or a month and not be able to do anything. So make sure that you at least get your basic technique down. So on the other hand, if you're learning this sport for self-defense or for competition, your training is probably going to be a little bit different because of the fact that you're going to be learning things at a much slower pace. And the reason why I say this is because if you have a coach that has a lot of knowledge and his program is well structured out, if anything, he's really going to spend a lot of time around the fundamentals, and the fundamentals take a good amount of time to learn. And you need to learn them because in the amateurs it will be very important, just like in the pros. And a lot of dudes or a lot of people step into these gyms and just kind of get to learn boxing for the first few days. It's very awkward, especially movements like slipping punches or punching to the body, movements like that, pivots. So don't be afraid to embrace the awkwardness. Those movements will eventually flow quite naturally for you. So yeah, man, the first few days will probably be a bit slow compared to fitness and having fun with it. But of course you're going to be more technical on this side. You're going to be able to learn things very thoroughly, and it's going to be very cool, especially when you put a lot of these fundamentals together. Might be moments where you're actually going to be tested, because like I mentioned before, a lot of these things cross upon each other. So although you might be learning the sport technically, there's going to be moments where you're going to have to test your cardiovascular activity or your cardiovascular endurance, because it's boxing at the end of the day. You're going to have to also have some cardiovascular endurance. So don't worry, not everything that you do on the technical side is going to be boring. There's always some strength and conditioning going on, or some conditioning work done on the side as well. So make sure that you guys understand what exactly it is that you're trying to do with your training, and then go from there. Once you guys figure out where you want to go with it, have, you know, get the right equipment, get the right people to help you reach that goal. Pretty much that will be it. In the description box you will find our personal Instagrams, mine's and Louis, and then you guys will find our team Instagram, brand new Instagram for you guys, our website, and our other channels. So go check out our other channels as well. So that will be the end of this video. Till next time.